So I think we can start now. Sufficient number of participants are here now. So first of all, I would like to congratulate you all the participants from the student side, that you have joined this wonderful course on cybersecurity. This is one of the most emerging field in the computer science and information technology. And you will wonder to see me here because I belong to electrical engineering. So my presence itself explains you lot of things, that an electrical engineering field person is an expert in the program of cybersecurity. This is because of the vast application of cybersecurity in different and in fact in all areas of engineering and technology. So with us, we have more expert of this program, uh, Avdesh Kumar Maurya sir. You already know him. I am Sanjay Chauhan. And apart from two of us, there is one more expert, Samriddhi Singh ma'am, who will be training you in future. She will join you later on. So today we will start with the introductory lecture, and we will try to develop some idea about the cybersecurity and computer networks. So first of all, I would like to tell you all, I would like to know that from which branch you all belong. So to know this, there is one good idea that in your name, in your Zoom ID, while writing the name, you write your name. For example, Ayushi Verma, and after your name, put an underscore and write IT 6th SEM, for example. Okay. Are you all able to hear me? Is my voice clear? I think I'm going to unmute.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can unmute yourself, but it is advisable to keep yourself mute while there is no need, because it will not create any noise.
Okay.
So please make this correction that in your Zoom ID, write your name, and after that put an underscore and then write IT 6 SEM, ME 4 SEM, like this. All of you please do this so that it will become easier for all of us to identify you and your background. So if we start talking about the cyber security, then we are security. So by security, we means the security of the communication which we do between two stations. So nowadays we see that all field of engineering are well connected to the computer and internet. So to have a remote control means control from a remote location for a certain machinery or setup or system, we need to communicate with that remote machine from our control stations. So to achieve that, we need to have some network, which is communication network, as well as computer networks. So the data cannot be misused, or false controls cannot be sent, so that malfunctioning or the misuse of the machineries cannot be done. So to ensure this, we used to apply or we keep on implementing the security tools or security systems. So in cyber physical system means when the real life physical systems are connected to the internet through computers, then in cyber physical systems, such security systems are called cyber security systems, and they are always needed for proper function. So this is the concept of cyber security. For example, if we take a simple network, I can share my screen. Yes, before that, I would like to give you a quick look on the syllabus of this program. So are you all able to see this screen, which is containing the syllabus? Okay. So is the syllabus visible to all of you now? Anyone can reply by unmuting
Yes,
himself.
sir.
Okay, okay. So,
Yes, sir. We
Yes,
can.
yes, sir, yes, sir.
okay. So there are 12 modules in this course. If we see one by one, then we start with the fundamentals of computer networks. And then in second module, we have application layer, and in third, network layer. Fourth, essential for understanding cybersecurity. Fifth is the protocols and cybersecurity vulnerabilities. Sixth is the information security and cryptography. Seventh is the firewalls. Eighth is the system and server security. Ninth is malware concepts. 10th is the web services and cyber laws. 11th is the cybersecurity and machine learning. Machine learning is also one of the important topic or field of the computer engineering. Then 12th module is the cybersecurity and recent technologies, means concluding topic. So these are the topics, and we three of us will teach you about all these topics. So I will teach you module 1, 4, 9th and 10th, and Samriddhi ma'am will teach you module 6th, 8th, 11th and 12th, and Avdesh Maurya sir will teach you rest of the 4 modules, that is module 2, 3, 5 and 7. So I will share this uh, uh, syllabus, copy of the syllabus on your WhatsApp group, and we will also provide rest of the materials, whatever will be available to us, to you through that WhatsApp group only. So today we will take the attendance in verbal manner, and later on when there will be finalized list with us, then we will take the attendance by that list. So if we once again, if we start with where we were, is the concept of cyber security, and then we will also study a little bit about the fundamentals of computer networks. Okay. So if we talk about the security, then if there is a simple network, or if we want to know that from where this concept of security has come, then we can take an example of two simple devices. For example, two computers, two personal computers, and they are connected to each other directly. So there is one uh, way to communicate is to transmit data from one computer to another computer simply as source and destination. So the security of the concept of security comes right from there, that in the absence of these two operators, means computers must be belonging to some person. So if both of them are absent from those nearby those computers, then any third person can come to that computer, near that computer, and send some false message to another. Okay, so this is the kind of physical security we implement. So for that, we will lock our room whenever we will go outside. So this concept of security starts right from here. So this was an example of the physical security, and similarly we can move to the network security, which comes in picture when we have, or when we work on large networks. If there is simple or a small network existing in a small office or in a house, then very easily by physical security we can secure the system. But when we have large networks to work with, then we need to implement certain software systems into our existing systems, operating systems, to make the overall system secure. This is done by certain protocols. Protocols are the set of rules to achieve certain tasks. So for example, if I have to send, if there are two machines and I have to send one, I have to send message from one machine to another machine. Then example of protocol may be taken as, first of all, I will have to give my identities. So to give my identity, I need to log in into an account, okay, which will be provided by some domain, and domain will further be registered to some other organization. So in this way, a security identification will be done, so that if some wrong message or some irresponsible message is sent, then responsibility can be laid over the sender. So in this way, uh, these rules, which are called protocols, secure makes our system or network more secure. So we can start with the computer networks. Once again, I will share a screen. Okay. So are you able to see the screen now? The slide?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So in like this, in between, you can unmute yourself and keep on responding, so that I may know that you are awake and you are not sleeping, and all things which I am sharing is reaching to you. Okay. So today's lecture is a very simple lecture. It's about computer networks. So developing the concept of computer networks is very important for all of us before heading towards the cybersecurity concepts. There are many technological methods involved in all these security methods. For example, cryptography, machine learning, deep learning, certain coding, programming, Python programming, and all these things. And most of the things are, many of the things we will do or cover in our practical session also. So it is important to start with the concept of network, realization of the computer network, that how the how a certain network is formed and how the communication takes place between one station to another station. It is very important. So once the picture of the network is clear, then you can implement, then only you can implement changes at different nodes. So if we look at the history of the networks, then there are two fields which evolved parallelly. One is the computer and another is communication. These two evolved with time to have, so then we have modern day computer network containing all these things: security, data communication, and computer networks. So computer evolved with time. uh, in early days in 1950s and nearby, computers were very large in size. They were accommodating in large halls, rooms, and the input and output were provided in the form of print outs and card seats. And we need to book the operation. Okay. And we need to book a particular operation or the mm, or the program which we want to implement, or which we want to uh, take, which we want to have model, mathematical model, and providing the input and getting the output. So for all these things, recording is off, I think. So no, recording is on. Okay. So by this, so what was happening due to all this was that it was a very time-taking process. But with time and due to the introduction of the VLSI technology, the size of the computers reduced, and after the introduction of the microprocessors, the size of the computer further reduced, and speed at the same time, speed of the computers improved. And now in this smaller size, hello, are you able to hear me? Is my voice clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So with this evolvement of smaller size of computers, this was in approach or in the reach of many people, not like earlier. So once these computers reached to common man or to the offices or to organizations, then there came the need of fast communication between one organization to another or within a particular organization. So to achieve that, we a need of the proper network was felt. So earlier also there was communication which was taking place. So that was taking place, if you see on this screen, then that was taking place with the, if we start with the early days, then telegraph was one medium through which communication was taking place. So even for the larger computers, we communicate with telephone lines and some other communication modes available at that time, but those means were slow. So later on, when computer was in reach of everyone, then need of some faster communication network was felt, and evolved, developed with time. And nowadays, then ARPANET, Ethernet, and in the field of communication, telephone, radio, TV, microwave, satellite, all these things came one by one. And finally, we have the present day picture of the network. So if we try to classify the network, then there are two broad classifications. There are two parameters on the basis of which we can classify the network. So first parameter is the transmission technology, which is used to transmit data, okay, which is used for the communication. So communication is, what is communication is nothing but the sending and receiving the data. So for computer, all data for all format will be similar, but the size will matter. For example, video, if there is video file, then size will be larger, whereas for the text message, the size will be smaller. But the data is simply data for the computer. So bandwidth is important. Similarly, technology which is used for the transmission is important. Therefore, we can classify the network based on the transmission technology. And second parameter on which we can classify the network is the scale. Scale means size of the network. How big is the network, or how small is the network. So on these two parameters, we can classify or start or initiate the classification of the network. Later on, we will see that there are more parameters and more sub-parameters on the basis of which we can further classify our networks. But these are some broad classifications. So classification based on transmission technology. So computer networks can be broadly categorized into two types based on transmission technology. If we talk about the transmission technology, then there are two broad classifications. Has someone came in? There are 25 participants. Okay. So, okay, we can take a pause, and I can give a time to all of you to ask something, or if there is some problem, technical problem in hearing or visualizing the things, then you can raise the problem if there is some problem. Is everything is smooth?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, अभी तक क्या pause?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So nice. So in this way, we can be a little interactive also. Otherwise, I will keep on speaking, and it will be hard to uh, to think for me that whether you are getting something or not. So if you will be a little interactive with proper control on this app, Zoom app, so that the speed or the data transmission is not disturbed, then this class can be made a bit interactive also. So we were talking about the classification based on transmission technology. So based on the transmission technology, there are two types of networks. One is the broadcast networks, and second is the point-to-point networks. So we can move forward, and if we talk about the broadcast network, then broadcast network is like this. There is an example of the broadcast networks in which there are several machines or communication devices, or simply we can call the computers, are connected to a single channel communication line. Okay, means each device or each machine is connected to this single channel. It means if we have to, if this source 1 has to send some data to n, suppose n, so I will have to write, or 1 will have to mm, notify the address to which the data it wants to send, and then data will be sent to all the computers, and all will check whether this data which has come belongs to me or not. If it belongs to me, then I will further process it. Otherwise, I will simply ignore it. So this is the method of simple communication of broadcast network. This is one more example of the broadcast network in which satellite communication is used, where we have one transmitter which is transmitting, and then all receivers are receiving the data or the signal. For example, TV network, television network is the example of this type of network or broadcast network, in which there is one broad transmitter and all television stations are, or simply the televisions are, the receivers. So broadcast networks. Then we have point-to-point networks. So there are total 24 participants and 1 hour has passed. So I think I should once take the attendance. I will take the attendance once again in second half of the time also. So today is 12th. So I can see 24 participants, including me and 2 of your other teachers, Prem Shankar sir and Avdesh sir. So I can call the name randomly. Shashank Kumar, you can unmute yourself and say yes. Shashank Kumar. Shashank Kumar, are you present? Shashank Kumar. Shashank Kumar, unmute yourself. First of all, unmute yourself and then respond. शशांक कुमार
सर ये आंसर नहीं दे रहे ना?
नहीं. ओके
सर आई एम नोटिंग दिस.
हाँ मैं भी नोट कर रहा हूँ सर. एंड देन वी कैन मूव फॉरवर्ड. शशांक गुप्ता, unmute yourself.
Present, sir.
Okay.
Present, sir.
Okay, nice. Shashank Gupta is present. So this attendance will be taken in next hour also. So you, this is not that you have given the attendance so you can leave. You have to remain here till the last hour. Shashank Gupta is present, and then I would like to call Neelam Yadav.
Present, sir. Present, sir.
Okay, nice. Akash Kumar.
Yes, sir, present.
क्या नाम है बेटा पूरा? आकाश कुमार.
आकाश कुमार मिश्रा.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Nice. Then Siddharth Gautam.
Present, sir.
Siddhant Gautam. Okay, nice. Present.
Present, sir.
Okay, unmute yourself. Mute yourself. Ankit Maurya. Okay, okay. Ankit Maurya is present, but his voice is not clear. I think internet connectivity is not good there. So next, Santosh Kumar.
Yes, sir.
Okay, nice.
Yes.
Akash Singh.
Yes, sir.
Nice. Divya Devi.
Present, sir.
Ayushi Verma. Ayushi Verma.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Adarsh Pratap Rao.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we have Abhyuday Kaushik.
Present, sir. Present, sir.
ठीक है. Okay. ज्योति वर्मा. ज्योति वर्मा. Jyoti Verma, unmute yourself. First of all, unmute yourself and then Jyoti Verma. Jyoti Verma is absent. I am making her absent. Mansi Shukla.
Present, sir.
Nice. Swapnil Tripathi.
Yes, sir. Present,
Nice.
sir.
Nice. Deepika Rajput.
Present, sir.
Nice. So all you all belong to this cybersecurity group or anyone from other group also? Shruti Pandey. Nice. Harshit Srivastav.
Yes, sir.
Nice, nice. कौन बच गया बता दो अपने आप से. कोई बचा? Has anyone left?
Yes, sir. You haven't taken my name, sir.
Manas Pandey.
Yes, sir. Manas Pandey.
Okay. हाँ. हाँ सर, हाँ सर।
अभी अभी डायरेक्टर सर ने मानस पांडे को रिमूव करने के लिए बोला है।
मानस पांडे,
ये तो फिलहाल अभी फिलहाल चलने दीजिए, अभी आगे शायद तो उनको बाहर करने की बात हो रही है, सारे फोटो है।
अच्छा अच्छा,
तो
ठीक है, ठीक
डिस्प्यूट है साथ पे, फिलहाल अभी
ठीक।
कंटिन्यू करने दीजिए।
ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है। हाँ, तो ठीक है, once this attendance has been done and it will be done once again. So once again I'm going to share my screen to continue from where we were. Okay. So this will be visible to all of you. We saw what were broadcast networks, and then we will see what is point-to-point network. Means these were the classification of the network based on the technology used. Transmission technology based on transmission technology. So first was the broadcast networks and then point-to-point network. So point-to-point network is more advanced network or more improved network, because here we have all these stations which are called end stations. These are basically the computers or the communication devices which are connected to each other through these nodes or switches. These are communication network nodes. So if we have to transmit data from one end station to another end station, then there are several paths available. This is a grid type structure in which, if we see, then we will find that each station is connected to each other. Each one station is connected to the rest of the other stations. So here in this point-to-point networks, if we want to send data from B, means when B will act as source and D is the destination. Means if we want to transmit data from B to D, yes. हाँ, कोई कुछ कह रहा है? Has someone some query? Okay. So if we want to send data or communicate from B to D, means D is the source and D is the destination, then we can see that there are several paths available for this. It means this type of network means it can be transmitted through this path. Please see my cursor, pointer. So this path is one path for the data communication, and the same data can be sent through this path also, to D, from B to D, through this path also. Similarly, there are several paths available for this data transmission to achieve this communication. It means this type of network is increasing the reliability of the system, communication system. Means if some line is overcrowded, then we can use another line to transmit the data, or if some line is has some fault, then we can use another line to as to keep our communication on. So this type of network is called point-to-point network, in which these switches has very vital role to play. These switches provide the proper path to the data from node to node, from one node to another node. These switches or the nodes provide proper path, suitable path or the optimal path to the data until and unless it reaches to the destination. These are the role of these nodes or switches. So this is point-to-point network, which is more reliable. And then this second classification is the classification based on the scale or the size of the network. So these are very simple. You have already heard the name of these networks. These are being used for a very long time. So first is the local area network. Network is not written here. It should be local area network, is LAN. Then second is the metropolitan area network, MAN, which is bit larger in size than LAN. And then we have very wide, or we can say very large networks, which are called wide area networks. So these are some basic categorization of size of the networks, means classification based on the scale. So if we look at the first type of the network, which is LAN or the local area network, then this is limited to a particular office, particular building, home, through in which several machines or devices are connected through a common cable. Okay, so these are LAN type of network, in which means this is limited to a smaller area, a local area network, in which all the local machines and systems are connected to each other through a common cable, which is also called Ethernet cable and Ethernet network. There are some firewall type of security systems also, which protects this local area network from the world of internet, means threats coming from the outer world. So this is the LAN. Then second is the MAN, metropolitan area network. So this is the example of MAN network, in which several LAN networks are connected to each other through MAN. So MAN is more larger network than LAN, because MAN is the interconnection of several LAN, local area networks. So in LAN itself, there are several communications which takes place locally, and then from one LAN to another LAN, the communication can take place through this MAN network or the channel which is provided by the MAN. So this could be private also and public also. For example, if there is one company which has offices in many offices in a particular city, then that company can connect all its offices to each other through MAN network. Then we have WAN, means wide area network, which is further. Okay. So this wide area network is further more and more larger. This is not limited to a city or local area. This moves across the boundaries of the country, state, and is spread throughout the world. So through different lines, through different lease lines, whatever is available at a particular area or location, region, this type of network utilizes all those resources, whether it's telephone line, it's broadband lines, or any kind of line which is available, currently available in that particular area. It uses that resource and it spreads across the boundaries of the country throughout the world. So nowadays this network is synonymously called internet, because evolvement of this WAN is so much that this is nothing but internet, which connects several LAN, MAN, and WAN to form a internet, world of internet. Then we have several applications. So these are different networks, sizes, scale, classification based on the scale of the network, LAN, MAN, WAN, their interconnection. And then there are applications, several applications of all these networks. So you all know that there are several fields, and in fact nowadays in all fields these networks are used widely for commercial purpose, for uh, private purpose, for for many purposes like banking, ATM networks, or there are many fields, in fact all fields of day-to-day business and life, these are used. So scientific and technical computing, video on demand, voice over, okay, electronic mail, financial services, marketing and sales. For all these purposes, these networks are widely used. So this is the most simplest idea of the computer networks. We will further go in more detail in subsequent lectures. But this, for today, this is the most basic idea of the network, so that we can visualize, we can start visualizing the things, the networks, and then we can find the scope of implementing the security aspects, which is called cyber security. So cyber security is nothing but the securing the communication from one station to another station. So this could be in any form, as I already told that one form of security is the physical security. But physical security has very much limitations. We cannot put physical security to everywhere. We cannot host persons to everywhere. Then if we talk about the CCTV cameras, they also have a network. We cannot put CCTV cameras everywhere to have physical security and then to monitor those videos which are coming as footage from those cameras. This is not possible for to implement all this for all systems. So what is in fact needed or more uh, economical is to implement the security as concepts or security measures in the operating systems and softwares itself, so that if any threat comes to the system or the channel, communication channel, then an alarm is raised so that we can see or we can give our attention to that alarm, and then we can debug those faults. So this is the most easiest form of monitoring, or you can say security system. And in fact, most of the systems are self-healing security systems, that if some security issue comes, some threat comes, then the system itself removes that threat and heals that system and brings back to its normal operation. So these are the aspects of securities which comes one by one when we develop a system, particular system. And even after developing a particular system to a great level, then further after the implementation, when the application starts, then we find more, even more scopes of further improvements, that oh, this aspect was missing. So we further implement changes. We make the changes in the coding of the software to implement those aspects of. So this is a matter of evolution, or you can say development, improvement. All these things comes with time for a particular system. So we have started with the concept of this computer network, and we will further go in detail, a little more detail about the different models of the systems, networks, and then the protocols and other things. If we see this syllabus, okay, let me, okay. Where is this syllabus? Yes. So if we see the syllabus, then in computer networks, we have network models, OSI, TCP, IP model, then layered architecture, client server architecture, peer-to-peer architecture, and all these things. So we will cover all these things in later sessions. So this was all about this presentation, and then okay, we will take a pause here, and I will give time to all of you to ask something. You can ask one by one if there is some query or something you want to know about this program and how this will be conducted. Further, what will happen at the end of the program, how will you get the certificate, and what will happen, or what if you finally get the certificate. What is the use of that certificate? Is the certificate for keeping in your bag only, or has some other purpose? All these things or queries, if you have, you can ask, and you can also ask about this, all the basic curiosity which you have about the cyber security, because cyber security is a very emerging field. In fact, all field experts of all fields will come to study, will come to learn this field, so that they can implement all these things in their own system. For example, if I talk about myself, then my area of work is the smart grid. Being an electrical engineer, my area is the smart grid. So smart grid, you all know that is very common topic, you all must be knowing. What the traditional system we had of the electrical generation, transmission and distribution, we are modernizing. By modernizing, we mean we are going to communicate with all machines, end-to-end communication and two-way communication. There must be two-way communication, so that being here in our control station located in the city, we can control the far more machineries which are located very far from the city. We can control those machineries like transformer, their settings, from the city only, from the control station. This can be achieved through proper relay mechanism, proper driver circuit, and then finally through proper communication, that if some fault occurs, then that fault message can come to the control station securely. No false message can come. So to make this security, I need to implement the security system in my current system, grid also, so that to make the grid smarter. Smart means nothing but two-way communication, means from one end to another end, there should be two-way communication. One can send message to another, and another can send message to the first one. Okay, means there should be two-way communication, and all the necessary actions can be taken remotely, so that lesser manpower and more reliability can be achieved of the system. If otherwise, what will happen if some fault occurs, then a person will go there. Suppose we got from the call that from the telephone call or the complaint of the public that some fault has occurred, then persons will go there and see what happened, and then they manually they will control all these things. So instead of doing this and taking too much time, we simply put some machineries which can take the control action by providing the proper control message from the control station. So this is one example, that in the field of electrical engineering, how we can use or what is the aspect of this cyber security. Since all the systems are getting hello. Okay, so this was one field example. Similarly, all the fields are getting computerized. They are all connected through computer networks, getting connected to computer networks. And this is how we are also talking about the smart cities, where everything will be connected to the internet through computer networks. So to avoid the false messaging and false actions and all these things, there should be proper security, cyber security. Therefore, security aspects is too much, so much. This field has so much scope that I hope that most of you will not be able to visualize that scope. But later on, when you will be graduated and go out into the market, you will find that how much vacancy is there for the cyber security experts, because each office will be needing that. As much computer, as much we are getting computerized, we need such experts. So there is much scope of this field. This field is very much emerging also. It means there are good chances that you can be a bit good expert in very near future if you work hard in this field. And more than this, I would like to tell you about this course, that this course content is very vast. Means it is 4 times of a normal course which you take in your normal semester. Means this is 4 times of that one particular subject, because there are lab sessions also which you will carry through this Zoom itself by screen sharing method through openware softwares. About this, A.K. Maurya sir will tell you in more detail, and he will be telling you more about these lab sessions. And so I hope that students from all branch should come to join this course, because very in near future there will not be such issue or boundary that, oh, you belong to mechanical engineering, so you cannot come to the cyber security. Cyber security experts will be provided by computer engineers only. There's nothing like this, because if everything will be in that case, computer experts will have to study the mechanical engineering also. So instead of that, mechanical engineer themselves are studying the cyber security and all related computer engineering things to implement those things in their traditional system. So, okay, with this, let me take a pause and give chance to all of you to for any query. You can ask question.
Sir, Sanjay sir,
Sir.
Ayushi Verma is writing in chat group that what practical knowledge will she get from this training?
Okay, Ayushi Verma. Ayushi Verma belongs to IT 4th SEM. Okay, means he is a second year student. Okay, nice, very good. So Ayushi, you want to know what practical things you will get? Practical knowledge. So let me ask you that why are you so much interested in practical aspect only? Do you want to skip the theoretical one, or the theoretical one is more boring to you and practical is more interesting to you? If okay, you have written yes. So see Ayushi and other students, it's good. It's with all of us that we always take more interest in practical, and especially when we see some results, some real life results. Okay, this person is moving from this place to this place due to this technology. when we see this type of results, then we take more interest. But think about the development, that how that thing will be developed more. Do you want to remain in the application side only? No, you would always, being an engineer, you would always like to develop that existing system in more and more advanced way. So to achieve that, you need to know certain fundamental theories, concepts, and laws also. So these are must. Without this, without theory, you cannot make those significant changes through your research in the existing model. So obviously you will get the practical aspects and practical knowledge, but my recommendation is that theoretical aspect is equally important, and you must be sincere in that thing also. And more than that, I must tell you that what you will get. So one interesting thing you will get from here is the Python programming. You will learn how to do coding in Python programming. You will learn the network simulation, in which you will visualize the things that if we talk about about the cellular network, then between two mobile phones, how the communication takes place. This you can visualize or you can see on your screen through network simulation. We will use a particular simulation software to show you that how the network simulation is done. Simulation is nothing but the uh, it's a kind of testing on the system before implementing it on the real life, that how the system, any system works. So network simulation is one aspect which you will learn. And more than this, AK Maurya sir will tell you more about what practical aspects we will learn from this course. So I must call him to know whether he is available or not, and then
Sir, before going to this, sir, I want to play. Hello, hello, Sanjay sir. Before
yes sir,
going
yes
to
sir.
this, Maurya sir, I also want to inform all the students of cybersecurity, that the curriculum that provided by the NESCOM, or the that was opted by the experts like you, Avdesh sir, and Samriddhi madam. So in that curriculum, more than 80 lectures, means if there are 150 or 120 lectures overall, then more than 50 lectures will be hands-on. Hands-on, that means that will be practical only. And if the lectures are counted like 160 or 180, then it will be more than 80. So 80 means 50% or more than 50% for the practical aspects.
Yeah.
So don't worry, IOC and other students who are asking that yes, practical should be there. Yes, of course, practical will be there, but in cyber security course, there will be based on the theorems, based on the algorithms. Of course, hardware is also there, but that will be associated with the some like IoT devices or other devices which will be required, routers or some softwares also. But mostly it will be based on the algorithms. So that will be like coding after knowing the or the taking the knowledge of the algorithm. That is theoretical part. So like Sanjay sir says that yes, theoretically is equally important in cyber security. There is, we cannot say that it's like history. It's a logical theory. Logical theory means mathematics is there. So you have to understand how the mathematics, how the concept of logics are involved in theoretical aspect. So it's not a theory, it's a logical portion, and you people have to make those logicals, implement those logical practical in coding. So this is your I think you want to know that practical. So I know this as a coordinator. I have this information. Yes, more than 50% for the practical. Okay, and Avdesh sir, are if you want to clear more regarding practical aspects of what you are going to give the students which type of practicals you are going to perform and show the students. Maurya sir. Hello, Avdesh Maurya sir. Maybe the network problem is there. If any other question regarding this, a student can ask Sanjay sir. There is a Prince 1731 Manas Pandey, and another is Prince 1. This is an encrypted message. What do you want to say by this chat? See, today morning there was a case, and you all people know about this.
Hello, sir.
I think the case will be solved even by today evening, and the decision or the what I say that instruction can be taken or decision can be taken for the incident occurred today morning. So don't do like this type of activities. If you want to say something, you have any thing that is not clear, then put some message in your chat box, or you directly ask by doing on your mic. So I think
Hello,
there is
sir.
no need to write this. This is an encrypted message. What do you want to say, Prince 1731? Who are you? What is your name?
Manas
And why are you
Pandey.
writing this?
Do you want to ask something?
Sir, yes, sir. My question is, are we able to see the recordings of the lecture?
Yes,
in
yes.
case
We
if
will. Okay. See. We will try our best to provide the recording of all these videos. This is the first day, so there may be some problem. We will analyze today's recording. If there is no problem, we will upload it on the YouTube channel, and hopefully you will get all the recordings. We will try our best. But for today's, this is on testing mode, so from tomorrow onward, we will try our best to have all recordings. Anyone else want to ask something? So apart from these things, there are two important topics which you will learn. One is the machine learning, and another is the deep learning. These two are also very emerging field. So Maurya sir will join us soon. And apart from this, a proper schedule will be forwarded to you in your WhatsApp group as soon as it will be finalized. Maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Before Monday, you will get your finalized schedule of the lectures and the contents, and when there will be practical session and when there will be theoretical session, and what will be in those sessions, what will be the content of those sessions. So I was talking about the machine learning. So machine learning, many of you would be knowing, is one of the very interesting and emerging, already emerged and is very evolving area of research and development. So these are the things you will learn, and then machine learning. Information security is also one aspect. Then so here you will try to train yourself not only in the application of all these things, but in your main motto for your future will be to develop these things, to improve these things, rather than simple application. Application is for the consumers, but we are the service provider, or we are the developer of all these things. So we should go in that area. We should focus our attention, or we must give attention in that area. So I think Avdesh sir is there with us. So Avdesh sir, students want, I welcome you once again. Students wants to know, are you able to hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so sir, students wants to know what are the practical aspects of learning in this course for them, and what are their benefits and future use, all
Okay,
these
sir.
things. Please, over to you, sir.
ओके, यहाँ पर अभी जो भी सिलेबस दिखाया गया है उस सिलेबस से रिलेटेड सारी चीजें लगभग प्रैक्टिकल में कराई जाएगी। नेटवर्क से रिलेटेड जो प्रैक्टिकल होगा वो पैकेट ट्रेसर पर कराया जाएगा। उसके बाद जो भी क्रिप्टोग्राफी से रिलेटेड प्रैक्टिकल है, कुछ प्रैक्टिकल उस पर मतलब डायरेक्ट लाइव करके साइट पे दिखाए जाएंगे और कुछ जो है मैटलैब पे दिखाया जाएगा। इसमें बेसिकली जितने भी एथिकल हैकिंग से रिलेटेड जितने भी पार्ट है मोस्टली कवर किए जाएंगे। जो सिलेबस में नहीं भी है एथिकल हैकिंग का पोर्शन, उस पोर्शन को भी मैं कवर करूंगा और सारे लगभग प्रैक्टिकल लाइव दिखाया जाएगी। लेकिन उसके लिए पहले यहाँ पर थ्योरी पढ़ना नेसेसरी है। स्टार्टिंग में अभी कुछ दिन तक प्रैक्टिकल नहीं कराया जा सकता है। कुछ डेमो हम दिखा देंगे कल की क्लास, कल हमारी जो क्लास रहेगी कुछ प्रैक्टिकल हम दिखाएंगे उसमें, लेकिन जस्ट वो डेमो कर सकते हैं और बाकी थ्योरी का कवर हो जाएगा उस लेवल तक का। उसके बाद हम पूरा प्रैक्टिकल कराएंगे। एथिकल हैकिंग से रिलेटेड पूरे प्रैक्टिकल और कंप्यूटर नेटवर्किंग। ओके, अगर मैम वाइज अगर आपको जानना हो क्या क्या प्रैक्टिकल होना तो भी हम डिटेल अभी ग्रुप में सेंड कर देंगे। कोई क्वेश्चन?
अवधेश सर एक चीज मैं बच्चों की तरफ से पूछना चाहता हूँ।
जी सर।
मुझे पता ही है कि सिलेबस में करिकुलम में क्या है, तो क्या उनको ये करिकुलम अभी दिया जाए, सिलेबस अभी दिया जाए, ताकि ये जो इनका बहुत बड़ा जिज्ञासा है, क्वेश्चनिंग है कि हमें क्या पढ़ना होगा, तो पढ़ना इनको जो कि NASSCOM प्रोवाइडेड कोर्स है, NASSCOM प्रोवाइडेड सिलेबस है, मींस देयर इज नो इफ एनीबडी से वांट्स टू नो दैट क्या क्या हो सकता है, तो जो चीज़ें उसमें प्रोवाइडेड है वो NASSCOM के अकॉर्डिंग है। वो एक इंडस्ट्री बेस्ड एप्लीकेशन से अकॉर्डिंग जितनी चीज़ें उसमें हैं और वो सीखनी है, तो वो क्या दे दी जाए या उसमें अभी आप थोड़ा चेंजेस करेंगे तब उनको प्रोवाइड करेंगे?
एक्चुअली सिलेबस जो वहां से आया है वो ऑलरेडी मैं ग्रुप में सेंड कर दिया हूँ, वो सारी चीजें
वो मेरे पास है। मैं सिर्फ इतना जानना चाहता हूँ, आप उसमें कुछ ऐड करेंगे अपनी तरफ से?
सर हम जस्ट प्रैक्टिकल में चीजें ऐड करेंगे, प्रैक्टिकल के समय कुछ चीजें हम और एक्स्ट्रा वहाँ पर दिखाएंगे। बाकी थ्योरी तो पूरा जो वहां से आया हुआ है NASSCOM की थ्योरी पूरी पढ़ाई जाएगी। बाकी प्रैक्टिकल में हम कुछ एक्स्ट्रा चीजें वहाँ पर। ओके सर।
ओके सर, इसका मतलब ये है कि आप फिर वो जो भी आप चाहें वो शेयर कर दीजिएगा, जो फाइनलाइज करिएगा वही शेयर कर दीजिएगा, वही इनके लिए फाइनल हो जाएगा।
नहीं सर सिलेबस ऑलरेडी शेयर किया जा सकता है जो NASSCOM से आया हुआ है। बाकी जो प्रैक्टिकल की लिस्ट है, प्रैक्टिकल की लिस्ट अगर वो लोग चाह रहे हो तो शेयर कर सकते हैं। हाँ तो डिटेल शेड्यूल उसको तो भी सेंड कर दिया जाएगा। फिलहाल सिलेबस ऑलरेडी सेंड किया गया है ग्रुप में, हमको क्या क्या पढ़ना है। बाकी प्रैक्टिकल लिस्ट सेंड अभी नहीं की गई है, वो प्रैक्टिकल लिस्ट जल्दी ही सेंड कर दी जाएगी। लेकिन उसमें जो कवर होगा मोस्टली नेटवर्क का पोर्शन कवर होगा, बाकी सिक्योरिटी रिलेटेड जो भी इसमें एथिकल हैकिंग का पोर्शन है मोस्टली पूरा कवर किया जाएगा। या अगर आप लोग कुछ नाम जानना चाहते हैं तो हम उसको बोल नहीं सकते हैं, जैसे इसमें एंड्रॉइड हैकिंग और हाउ टू परफॉर्म and how to use WhatsApp, how to make malware and how to test and analyze them, basic approach about investigating cybercrime, testing and using detection system and finding the possibility to bypass it, how to test web application for vulnerabilities, and how to use tools like Proxifire, Proxy Switcher, etc. Hands on Python and Bash, Linux networking command, how to use tools like Nmap, SQL Map, SSL testing using SSL test lab and automated tools, understanding subnetting cheat set, how to encode and decode in various crypto methods, how to hide files, image, song etc. मेनली ये सब प्रैक्टिकल है जो परफॉर्म कराया जाएगा, लेकिन इन सबको करने के लिए पहले थ्योरी पढ़ाना नहीं सकते हैं, जिसमें नेटवर्किंग का पूरा कॉन्सेप्ट कवर होना चाहिए और क्रिप्टो बातें।
Okay, sir. So we will be sharing more information in our WhatsApp group very soon. And once the lecture plan and the practical session plan will be finalized, then it will also be shared on that.
प्रैक्टिकल सेशन अभी
हाँ later on.
तो प्रैक्टिकल सेशन अभी तुरंत नहीं स्टार्ट किया जा सकता ना, कुछ प्रैक्टिकल भले ही स्टार्टिंग कराया जा सकता है, क्योंकि जब कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं पता होगा कैसे आप सोचोगे।
एग्जैक्टली।
फिलहाल हम कुछ प्रैक्टिकल कराए जाएंगे, ऐसा नहीं है, मिशन कुछ स्टार्ट किया जाएगा, लेकिन जो मेन चीजें वो अभी नहीं स्टार्ट किया जा सकता है।
ठीक है सर। ओके सर। तो सर अटेंडेंस एक बार फिर ले लें। कोई और कुछ और पूछना चाहता है? Someone want to ask something else? ठीक है। हेलो शशांक, सर एक बार अटेंडेंस फिर ले लेते हैं, फिर एंड कर देते हैं।
ठीक।
शशांक कुमार, शशांक गुप्ता।
शशांक कुमार सर स्टार्टिंग से ही नहीं है मुझे लग रहा है।
हाँ सर, इनको मैंने क्रॉस कर दिया, डबल क्रॉस। शशांक गुप्ता, ठीक है। नीलम यादव,
प्रेजेंट सर।
ओके। आकाश कुमार मिश्रा,
प्रेजेंट सर।
आकाश बेटा तुम्हारा नेटवर्क ठीक नहीं है लग रहा है, पहले भी नहीं आवाज आ रही थी सही से और अभी भी नहीं आ रही। हम लोगों की आवाज आ रही है?
यस सर, आपकी आवाज आ रही है।
ओके ठीक है, कोशिश किया करो ऐसी जगह बैठो कहीं कि नेटवर्क हो अच्छा।
ये सर गांव में नेटवर्क थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम रहती है।
ठीक है। सिद्धांत गौतम, ओके। अंकित मौर्य,
प्रेजेंट सर।
संतोष कुमार,
प्रेजेंट सर।
हाँ ओके। आकाश सिंह, आकाश सिंह,
यस सर।
दिव्या देवी, आयुषी वर्मा,
यस सर।
आदर्श प्रताप राव,
प्रेजेंट सर।
अभ्युदय कौशिक,
प्रेजेंट सर।
ज्योति वर्मा, ज्योति वर्मा नहीं है, डबल क्रॉस। मानसी शुक्ला,
लेकिन सर
Yes,
ज्योति
sir.
मैम
Present, sir.
अभी स्टार्टिंग में शायद थी ये।
स्टार्टिंग के बाद में था,
जब अटेंडेंस हुई थी सर तब नहीं थी, जब ज्वाइन किया था तब।
हालांकि उसके
हेलो
बाद
नहीं,
हमें
सर।
मैसेज आया था कि
हेलो।
ज्वाइन नहीं
स्टार्टिंग
कर
में
पाएंगे।
इससे बात हुई थी, इसमें ज्योति तिवारी वो कुछ बात हुई थी हमारी से, उस समय थी, अब मुझे नहीं क्लियर।
अच्छा, स्वप्निल त्रिपाठी,
Yes, sir.
दीपिका राजपूत,
Yes, sir.
श्रुति पांडे,
प्रेजेंट सर।
हर्षित श्रीवास्तव,
Yes, sir.
मानस पांडे,
Present, sir.
दिव्या देवी,
यस सर।
बेटा तुम बीच में कहाँ चली गई थी?
सर नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम हो गई थी सर, इस वजह से डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया था सर।
अच्छा, तो इन्फॉर्म किया करो ना दोबारा।
ओके सर, ओके सर।
और कोई बच गया?
शिवम कुमार को भी कोई दिख रहा है?
ये 1 घंटे के बाद आए हैं सर। शिवम कुमार
दिख रहा है,
है भी नहीं लग रहा।
Yes, sir.
दिख रहा है।
क्यों बेटा इतना लेट क्यों ज्वाइन किया? तुम साइबर सिक्योरिटी में हो? शिवम?
हाँ सर, साइबर सिक्योरिटी सर, नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम है।
अच्छा, और मोहम्मद जिब्रान,
प्रेजेंट सर।
बेटा तुम भी लेट क्यों आए?
अभी आ गए?
सर हमारा आईओटी में था सर, अभी पीएस सर से बात हुई थी तो वो बोले ग्रुप ज्वाइन कर लो।
अब तुम्हें कहाँ रहना है? फाइनल कर लिया तुमने?
सर साइबर सिक्योरिटी फाइनल।
चलो ठीक है, टाइमली ज्वाइन किया करो। हाँ? और कौन है? प्रिंस,
यस सर, सर।
तुमने भी लेट ज्वाइन किया बेटा? 2 आईडी तुम्हारी दिख रही है। हेलो हेलो प्रिंस, हेलो।
लिखा तो है चैट में।
ठीक है सर। इसके अलावा और कोई जिसकी अटेंडेंस छूट गई हो?
सर मेरी अटेंडेंस रह गई है।
सेकंड रह गई है, पहली भी रह गई है?
सर थर्ड ईयर कात्यायनी शुक्ला।
बेटा तुमने पहली वाली अटेंडेंस भी नहीं दी है पहले घंटे में।
सर बोला था मैंने, बट शायद नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम की वजह से वॉइस नहीं गई।
नहीं, मैंने तुम्हारा नाम बुलाया ही नहीं था क्योंकि ना तुम्हारी स्क्रीन पे तुम्हारा पार्टिसिपेशन ही नहीं था।
यस सर।
सभी से मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है कि सभी लोग पूरे टाइम के लिए रहें। अगर नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम ना हो तो ऐसा ना करें कि ज्वाइन करके चले जाएं और फिर लास्ट में आए जब अटेंडेंस हो। तो मैं अटेंडेंस कभी भी ले सकता हूँ, स्टार्टिंग में भी, लास्ट में भी, बीच में भी, कभी भी, किसी टाइम पे। ठीक है? ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि फर्स्ट आवर कंप्लीट होने पर होगी और सेकेंड आवर कंप्लीट होने पर होगी। कभी भी पहली अटेंडेंस हो सकती है और उसकी कितनी भी देर बाद या तुरंत बाद भी दूसरी अटेंडेंस हो सकती है। दोनों अटेंडेंस में प्रेजेंट रहना जरूरी है और ये आपके खुद के भले के लिए है और आपके अपने बेनिफिट और इंटरेस्ट के लिए है कि आप पूरे टाइम इसमें इंटरेस्ट लें। कोई प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, कुछ नहीं समझ में आ रहा है तो आप कोशिश करके डिस्कस करें, पूछें। एक चीज़ और मैं लास्ट में आप लोगों से पूछना चाहता हूँ, क्या किसी की कोई खास एक्सपेक्टेशन है इस कोर्स से? आप सबकी होगी कुछ ना कुछ, तो आप सब बताएं तो हम लोगों के लिए और बेहतर रहेगा कि हम इसे थोड़ा और मोल्ड कर सकें इस कोर्स को उस वे में। अगर किसी की कोई खास एक्सपेक्टेशन है फ्रॉम दिस कोर्स, प्लीज टेल। जरूर शेयर करें ये इन्फॉर्मेशन, ये काफ़ी ज़रूरी है जिससे हम अपने कोर्स को और मोल्ड कर सकें अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट एक्सपेक्टेशन। ओके, so please come forward to share your expectations and views about this course. please come forward. Okay, so maybe you can tell later on also in later lectures. So that's all for this lecture and this session. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. once again we will join. So thank you all.